my number one obsession, which is bags. So thanks for having me.
No, I know. I've been following you for a while, and I think it's just so important that we know like how to store our bags and protect our bags properly. So I knew I had to reach out to you and have you on so you can kind of tell us all about your amazing products and how it can like help us protect our bags and our investments. So thank you.
Well, I'm also a fan. Thank you. I love all the projects you have done. And definitely that's one of the reasons why I started luxury bag display is because, I love looking at beautiful closets, organized closets.
Well,
I
thank
love seeing
you.
my stuff.
Definitely. Thank you so much. So thanks for everyone that's joining the chat with us. Today we have Dr. Val Christie. She's a bag obsessed physician entrepreneur.
Yes.
And she's going to share with us how to properly store and take care of our handbags.
Okay.
So before we get started and seeing all your product and demonstrations, can you just tell us a little bit about your background and how you started the luxury bag display business?
Okay, so basically you introduced me definitely correctly. I am a physician by day and a bag lover by night. No, basically I love bags all the time. I've been loving bags ever since I was young. And when my husband gifted me my IKEA PAX closet, which most of you probably have, like this walk-in closets that don't have doors, I wanted to see my bags. But unfortunately, I had to keep them in dust bag to protect them from dust, of course, the lighting and everything. And I figured, why can't we have an individual case for some of these bags? Because I have a 1986 Chanel classic medium flap that is definitely, something that I cherish because it was something my mom used to own and I really wanted to preserve it. At the same time, enjoy seeing it even when I'm not using it. So I came up with this idea. I pitched it with my husband and he said, yeah, that's a great idea, for bag lovers just like me. So he said, like, let's do it. And so that's how Luxury Bag Display started. We started with a few classic sizes, which are, of course, as you know, started with my 1986 Chanel bag. And then, of course, I have a few Hermes bags that we wanted to store as well. So we came up with Luxury Bag Display. And for one thing, with bag care, the number one thing that you guys have to remember is, they're bags. They're meant to be used. You have to use them. I know the thing is some collectors do have hundreds or maybe more than 50 bags that they don't know what to use at times. So basically, seeing your bags is very important. I know that a lot of people don't have the luxury of a big closet to put like closet doors or glass doors.
Like a display case.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Not everybody has that. So I said, you can now with Luxury Bag Display, you can store your bag individually and then display them. You can even put them in your room, even in your living room if you're up for it, So because these bags are just so gorgeous, right? And nowadays they cost like crazy.
Oh yeah, they can be from 10,000 on up to hundreds of thousands.
I know.
So, yeah,
and,
definitely.
We do have lots of private clients that buy for just exclusive pieces that they own, and some even buy cases just for like sentimental reasons.
Right?
Yeah, bags handed down by their grandmother or their mothers that they wanted to see all the time, even if they're not using it. So I mean, I think our product has this niche, and like I said, I think that it's important that you see your bags all the time and at the same time protect them as well.
Right.
So other than, of course, using your bags, which I was mentioning earlier, when you store them, of course, dust bags is still, the go-to. And that's why all the bags, when you buy them, they're in dust bags and boxes.
Right.
The reason for that is, of course, to minimize dust. Second is minimize UV exposure. So because leather will discolor with UV light, even indoor UV light. So basically that's why the cases that we have, we made it from museum grade acrylic. The OCD in me kind of kicked in. And I really said, we can't just have ordinary acrylic,
Right.
it has to be museum grade acrylic. That way it's UV blocking. So all our cases are 98 to 99% UV blocking. So
Okay.
I have this one here, which is like my only exotic Hermes bag, and
Love
I
it.
store them. Yeah, I store them. I store her inside luxury bag display case, and I'm pretty confident that the color won't change over time, that the leather will stay the same for many, 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 many years to come. Hopefully, enough years for me to pass it on to my daughter someday.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it.
Thank
I
you.
was going to ask you that because I know a lot of people's concern is when you store your bag with the leather, dry out or,
Yes,
damage. So I'm glad you brought that up because I
yes,
think that is a concern. Even when you store, like we store like the plastic containers for our shoes and everything, people always want to
exactly.
know, like, is this going to mess up the good leather? Because, shoes are very expensive too.
Yes,
So,
very, very excellent question, Thais. So the thing is, leathers are like our skin. Actually, technically, they have to breathe. So, when I came up with the idea that we have to use, museum grade acrylic, I mean, it has to have ventilation because, like I said, it's like skin. It needs a little bit of air to
right.
circulate inside the box, the boxes or the cases. So we have vent holes, actually, minimal vent holes on the sides of the cases. I don't know if you can see it clearly. So when you lift
Yeah, I
up,
can see it.
yeah, if you lift up the lid, it's actually still there. So we wanted it minimal so that way not a lot of dust can enter inside the bag, but at the same time, it's enough air for it to circulate inside for the leather to breathe.
Okay.
People are like saying that's dead skin already. No, it needs still air. And that's why using it is one of the ways you can take care of your bags, other than storing it in a luxury bag display, of course.
Of
So,
course, yes. And I like the fact of getting it out, actually, like you mentioned, taking it out of the bag that comes with, your handbag. Like
yeah,
those, like you need to show your bag. Like I go to my friend's house or clients and I'll go in to like do their closets over and they have a lot of their, expensive
beautiful.
bags in the handbag. And I'm like, but you paid so much money for this
I
bag and
know.
you need to show it,
Yes,
you know.
other than showing them off while you're using it. I mean, I enjoy looking at my bags. I'm sorry, but that's what I use.
No,
But
that's true.
right, isn't it like, you've paid, invested so much money on some of these pieces that even if you're not using them, you'd like to see them. Actually, it makes me smile sometimes seeing them. And then also picking out an outfit would be easier too. If
Right.
you're back, like, oh,
Exactly.
sometimes you forget. Unfortunately, this is a first world problem. Some people forget that they have this particular bag because it's all like hidden under the drawer or something.
Right.
Like, oh, I should have used that one because, so that's another thing that, makes it easier if you see your bags. Again, going back to the moisture issue, our cases also come with a reusable desiccant that will absorb excess moisture. So the ideal moisture for like closets and rooms is about like 40 to 50% humidity.
Okay.
30 to 50, I think, would be fine. But so, what the desiccants use, and that's why all the bags come with desiccants when you buy them, is because of to absorb excess moisture as well. So in humid places and humid states, definitely having this reusable desiccant, which you can put inside your bag or
Mm-hmm.
inside the luxury bag display case, is vital as well. So that you could prevent all these, excess moisture that can damage the bags.
And these acrylic, they last forever. This is something
They
you can
do.
keep. Okay.
That's the thing. Actually, if you take care of it, I mean, technically you can pass it along with the bag that you're gonna hand down or
Right.
you're gonna sell.
Right. When
It's
you when you're
supposed to
gifting
last.
your kids or your friend or
Right.
mom or something, you just have it
Exactly.
in the display case. Like here you
Exactly.
are.
I
It's
mean,
nice and protected.
exactly. And the thing is also, one more other thing, after we launched luxury bag display, we've been seeing a lot of like similar storage clear displays plastics around, which
Hmm.
is, in a way we're flattered. Oh my God, we are starting this movement and people are trying to make, more affordable versions. But I want to emphasize the huge difference. Like these plastic ones that similar to the plastic where you put your comforter in when you buy them,
Hmm.
they can stick to your bags. It's very, very, I put this out there over and over again because this plastics can, there's no way to ventilate this containers. And number two, the moisture can accumulate inside and the heat. And that is a factor for it to stick to the bag, particularly patent leather bags. So it's a big, I kind of get scared whenever I see those bags inside those plastic,
Right. Because you
plastic
patent your
zipper.
idea, right?
Yeah, it's basically the same idea, but they don't have the ventilation, they don't have the moisture control, and of course they're not UV blocking. But the thing is, the most scary part of it all is the possibility of it sticking to the bags and ruining the bags. So
Right.
big, scary
Okay.
that I wanted to make sure people know about.
No, I'm glad you told me that because definitely I looked online and there are other people selling it and it could be a lower price point, but there's a
Definitely.
good factor. Like if you're trying to save and you spend so many thousands of dollars on the handbag, you
Exactly.
want to just to spend a few more hundred to make sure it has the proper case is important. So sometimes just buying something less expensive is not always the greatest thing for your product. So
That's
that's good to know.
Yeah, and the thing is, you want something, you're buying this, thousands of dollars worth of bags, and you want your display case to be worthy of the bag, like something that, will definitely, look nice and
Right.
also do what it's supposed to do in protecting it. So, I mean, I know it's not, our product is not for everybody. I know that. And, some people have this wonderful humid control, climate controlled closets, which wonderful. But unfortunately, like somebody like me, I can't even afford that. So,
Right.
but at least I can have all my bags in this case, especially my special bags. So.
Right. And I like the fact that they're functional and beautiful. You know, like the book, because that's how I am about even like designing closets. It's very important function first, but also I need it to be beautiful. I'm about like making it look beautiful and functional. So I like the fact that you have it, you have both in your product. You have it's
Thank you.
beautiful and it's functional.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And like I said, not everybody has that space to put all these like fancy display
Right.
cases in their closet. So I'm very proud of our product. And our product is patented. So we definitely like thought of every detail. I mean, for us to get a patent on, people might think, oh, it's just a box. No, it's not just a box. There's so
Right.
many details that go into this. And we've actually, being a physician, me and my husband are both physicians. We actually did studies on it. Like, we're that obsessed. Like I said, we want to make sure that the product that we're trying to show people and, sell to people would be something that's worth their money. Because I mean, I don't want our reputation to be tarnished as well. So we
Right.
really did studies on them,
Yeah,
and it's
I
the
love it.
obsessiveness, yeah, is just there.
Yeah, and do you have different sizes for different handbags? Do you do the smaller sizes for like wallets or like but
Yes,
smaller handbags as well?
awesome. So we have the multi case that has like 3 slots for usually wallets on chain. We are
Okay.
actually coming up launching next year multi case for clutches because we have been getting tons of requests from previous clients and also like new would-be clients that wanted like cases for their clutches, and so
Uh-huh.
we're coming up with that as well. You can put your SLGs in that as well, the multi. And then our smallest case right now is for this, we call it the Steam Mini because technically we did design it based on the Chanel mini
Okay.
size, which can house a lot of different bags like Gucci camera bags and like a lot of Dior bags as well, and Hermes Constance bags. And then our biggest size is the B 4.0, which can house the LV to go bags, and also like the Fendi bags, the large shopper bags of Fendi, and the Dior book totes. Basically, the thing is, the bigger it gets, the harder it is for us to ship. So that's why some people are requesting, oh, you should make one for like our luggages and stuff like that. It's like,
Right.
it's going to be really heavy and it's not going to be that practical anymore. So we have like, I think the biggest size that we'll get is probably the B 4.0 at this point. Um,
Okay. I was
but
gonna say, do you do custom sizes? But you answered that question.
Well, yeah, technically we can't. We right now we're just trying to, the sizes we have the C models, the K models, the B models, and the A. The sizes we have are basically based on the most common size of bags that are around. Like the K models are good for like top handle bags, The B models are good for like thicker top handle bags. And we also have the S, which is for squarish kind of like bags, like the LV, it's at the tip of my tongue. LV, that, yeah, I have that bag and I forgot the name. But anyway, so
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, we do have multiple sizes for sure.
Okay, perfect. And then I saw also on your website that you also have something for scarves, which I really
Yes, oh my
love that
God.
idea. I don't think I've ever seen that or noticed that
Yes,
around. So that was really cute to me. I was like, that's such a great idea because you can actually take your scarf and display it in your closet or anywhere in your home as like a decorative piece, like a piece of art. So I love that idea. Can you
oh my
tell us a
God.
little bit about that, about your scarf display?
Thank you, Thais. Yes, I'm so excited about that. We just launched that like about a few weeks ago, and it is, I don't know if it's sort of gone viral already. So the premise of that is there I've seen like this beautiful Hermes scarves displayed at the stores, right? They're
Hmm.
usually backlit and everything. And I do have a few scarves myself from different brands that I use for myself, but I some of them are just so gorgeous, just like this one behind me right now. They're just so beautiful that I said, you know what? This will look great in my house display.
I love it.
And the thing was, I was looking at the Hermes this scarf display system, and it's really nice and practical, but I really wanted the scarves, like, the OCD in me is kicking in again. I really wanted them protected from dust. That way when I take them off, I can use them right away.
Right.
The problem is like a lot of the framing systems or framers would have to mount the scarf permanently. And I've looked around, I've asked, and it would cost like
Mhm.
$1,200, $1,500 for a 90 cm scarf to be framed.
Oh,
And I wouldn't be able to use it at all. And so I said,
wow.
we have to come up. So our patents are all pending. We have 3 design systems for the scarf display. This is one of them. This is the
I
mag,
love this.
and you can just like basically there's a suction cup that comes with it, and you can just lift it up and remove the scarf,
And
like,
that's it. So it's
yeah.
art, and then if you want to wear it tomorrow, just take it off. You can wear it and put it
Yes,
back.
exactly, that's what I wanted.
Really?
I want
I
to be
love
able
this
to wear,
idea.
yeah, I want to be able to wear it, and at the same time, like, some people really want to show off their scarves in their living room, in
Yeah.
their room. So I said, so far all the ones that have gotten, and we are almost sold out actually, magnetic versions, have, they're all scarf aficionados and they really love it, and some don't even wear the scarf, they just want to display it. And
Right.
they have given all of us like positive feedbacks, and we really appreciate that because we really put a lot of thought in this. Like, it took us over a year. I even hung one of these for 3 months straight, lighted, so to see if there's going to be color change, to see if the lighting will fail.
Right.
But oh my God,
Nothing.
I'm super proud.
I love this. I mean, like if you love art, this is perfect. Like
Yeah.
you display it and then you get an art piece at the same time and it's still usable.
Yes.
I love this. This is
Exactly.
so
And
great.
plus, the other thing is, like, if you have a beautiful closet, this will be a lighting source as well. Like,
Right.
your closet at night, you can put it there and then just turn on the light, and then it's
Yeah.
I have it all over my house. So
You have them everywhere. And what is the price point for this, for the scarf
well,
holder?
it comes in a 70 and 90. So that depends on the system, because we have 3 systems. We have the magnetic, which is this one. The
Okay.
most, which is the most expensive, the gold version of this one is 699.
Okay.
And like we have the least expensive, the 70, which comes in like 299 something. Of course, if you sign up for emails, you can get discount for it.
Okay.
These are huge. They're, like I said, they're 90 cm, displays, and they're well packaged and everything. And I think like everybody who has, like I said, gotten from us, who've also asked from framers, they say this is a bargain in the sense that it's reusable, it has light, and it's definitely easy to use and hang. And there's no system like it. So I
Right.
think we're probably second best to the Hermes display system, or maybe the better version because, like I said, it protects from dust as well. So,
Yes, I
yeah,
love it. Well, thank
thank
you
you.
so much. Like, where can we reach you to purchase any of the handbag displays or the scarf holders? What's the best way to reach you?
Well, you can definitely reach me at luxurybagdisplay.com or sales at luxurybagdisplay.com, or of course Instagram. Just,
Right,
I as much as possible, I try to answer the questions myself,
okay,
especially if your question is about, okay, which case should I get for this bag? I get that a lot. Like
right.
all my, our employees would like, shoot me the message because they're like, I'm the bag obsessed lady here. So most of the time it's a question about that, or like any details about like the products we have. I mean, definitely just shoot us a DM on Instagram. We're good on that. So
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Val. This was such a
you.
pleasure chatting with you. I love your products. Congratulations on your newest product, the scarf organizer as well, the acrylic.
Mhm.
Love that idea. I think this is a great product to like store your, like you said, storing your bags, keeping the leather great. Like you said, it doesn't dry out your bags.
No.
And if you just have shelving, you don't have a custom closet, and you
Yes.
can't, you don't have a display, a beautiful display your bags. This is a way to take your bags out of those dusters and actually show them so they look beautiful and you can see
Exactly.
them. And like you said, you can use, I always say this to my clients anyway, like you need to be able to see your items so you can use your items. A lot of
Exactly.
times things are just thrown in our closets and they're kind of like put to the side and we don't even know what we have in them.
Yeah, we
So
forget about them.
yes. So
Okay.
this is great. So thank you so much for joining me
Thank you,
today.
Thais. And
You
I'm excited for you to get your luxury bag display case. I can't
I
wait
know.
for
I
you
can't
to
wait, and
use it.
I'm definitely gonna get it, and I'm gonna do a reel about it, and we're gonna show, show everybody how it works and everything. So
I think
I
you will
can't wait
love
to
it.
get it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for
All
all this
right.
love.